I'll be talking to you about communication. Are you familiar with the word communication?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
great.
ma'am.
So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, thank you so much. So, some of you tell me what is communication is all about. So, what do you know about communication? That's it. I just wanted to know what.
Talking to people.
Yeah, it's nothing else but talking to people. That's great. Anything else?
Communication means we could talk through different devices also from it's a part of communication, mobile phones and the rest like movies and everything for giving us this encouragement to show how our country is that these are all a part of communication
I know
only.
what. How can you articulate it in one word? It's sharing of ideas using different. We could say it like Alex, as Alex said, uh, it's sharing of ideas through different methods. Yeah, Roni, what is your point? What do you understand about communication? What is communication for you?
Communication is a method of talking to each other, or communication is a method in which we experience we share our feelings with each other.
That's great. It's a method we share our feeling with each other. That's also great. Anything else? Anybody else have a thought? Any thought? Please put it together so that it will be an interactive style. So, what are the methods we use to communicate? How do we communicate? What are the methods we use to communicate?
It's phone. It's a phone.
A phone is a medium of communication. Great. Methods. I'm asking about methods. Talking it is a method. I'm talking to you. That's a method of communication.
Zoom.
Using the different technologies to communicate. That's right. What else?
Sir, writing letters.
Writing letters is another method of communication.
So,
normal
classroom,
telephone
WhatsApp,
call.
Messenger.
Those are all mediums. Some mediums which we use to communicate. I'm asking about methods. Somebody said writing. Okay, I said talking.
Braille language.
Brain language. What is that?
Telepathy. So brain language, telepathy.
Telepathy. Okay. So is telepathy exist?
Or actually, it is impossible. Not impossible. It is like
Difficult.
So what do you mean by telepathy?
we
What do you
live in
understand
rare
about
people.
telepathy?
So,
What do you mean
is
by
it
telepathy and what do you understand about telepathy?
so can I?
Yeah, please.
So, telepathy is a system by which we connect to a person's mind and we say whatever we want to a person's mind, and other people will not be able to hear what we are saying.
Oh, is it? Any other version for telepathy here?
So can I tell? I'm
Yeah,
Ronnie.
please.
Telepathy is actually the method in which you can understand a person what he's thinking in his mind. Like without the person who is thinking coming to know, you can literally understand what he's thinking in his mind. What is he planning to do?
That is mind reading, isn't it? Since you people mentioned the word telepathy, I was asking. Telepathy is communicating with the person. Yep. Yes. Who's that?
The supposed communication of thoughts or ideas by means another than the nose seems.
There is a connection between some people. There is always a connection between a mother and a child. There is always a connection between a father and a child. There is always a connection between a husband and wife. If they are in real love, in real relationship, in real connection between them, they can feel the other person's emotions if they are into the hundreds kilometers away from that person. We can call telepathy in that way. So there is a connection between two minds. There's a neurological connection, that's a psychological connection. There's a connection between twins, Is there any twin person is here? So if one twin is having fever, automatically another will also affect that, wherever they are. Have you heard about that? If one twin is affected with a disease, another person will experience that in the body. How come it happens? That's what we call the connection. So we were talking about different methods of communication. We use writing as a communication method. We use talking as a communication method. We use action as a communication method. Isn't it? So through actions, we communicate something. Can you just communicate something through action right now? Can you just communicate something to me through action right now? Okay, Neha, you just communicate with me something using an action. Yeah, Neha said, great. So it has got different meanings. What are the meanings? If somebody show like this, what are the normal meanings? Everyone try to talk.
They think good.
Huh?
They think that a person is saying them good.
I'm good. I'm good. That's one meaning. Is that the only meaning if somebody show like this?
Best of luck.
Best of luck. That's another meaning.
I'm done.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm finished. Then,
Well done.
Okay.
Disha?
Well done.
Okay.
Well done, girl. Well done, boy. That's great. Is that enough? Anything else? When
All the
somebody-
best.
Huh?
All the best.
All the best. See, a single action has got hundreds of meaning. And how do you identify a meaning of this action in a particular moment? So those are the things we are gonna discuss today. So since I'm talking about communication, if you people do not communicate, there is no purpose in doing this. That's what I'm asking. Once again, asking you people to switch on your videos so that I could see you in your eyes. I could look at your eyes and I can talk to you. In this particular session, I'm going to discuss about some of these things. These are the objectives of this today's session: to consider verbal and non-verbal communication methods, to understand and practice effective listening skills, to communicate in clear, respectful, and non-judgmental way, to know when to seek advice. You'll be getting an idea about all these aspects. When you look at the evolution of a human being, when we see the evolution of the human being, we see different stages of communication. Different stages, the communication went through different stages. In a primitive age, in a nomadic age, was there communication exist? In the primitive age before the languages develops, was there communication exist?
Yes.
Yes. What are the methods people used to communicate in those ages?
By doing
The
signs.
Sounds.
Science. It was defined. The initial ways or ancient ages of communication start with science. Use science to communicate. Then after that, what happens? Sound come to exist. They use sounds. Different sounds for different meanings. I hope you remember they use smoke. In nomadic age, they use smoke to communicate. So from one hill to another hill, if they want to communicate something, they use the smoke in a particular way. If you want to tell their folks about their food is available, they use a particular signs. They put some signs on the trees and all. And again, the world develops, the knowledge develops. And in dialectal age, we started using language. We started making languages for different communities. How do the language develop in the world? Anybody have anything to talk about that? How does the language develops? Why different people talk in different language? Why Malayalis talk in Malayalam and Maharashtrian people talk in Hindi? Why don't people talk the same language in the world? Because everybody is human being. Why? Ronnie, because
Sir, because they are proud of speaking their
Yes, sir.
language.
pardon me?
Sir,
Hello, sir.
because they are proud of speaking their language.
I know, but they
Hello,
will,
sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
yeah, tell me, Ronnie.
Okay, sir. Sir, it is because of two ways that everyone speak different languages. Because one is because they might not be able to spell out the same words on the language.
Mhm.
And secondly is because when they were trying to speak the languages, they created new words. So they thought they will make a new language, and they started like that way one by one. Using all languages, they started making. From one language, they made it many. Like
Okay.
from Sanskrit, they made it Malayalam, Hindi, Marathi, and all.
I understand, Ronnie, but I'm not going to give you an ultimate answer here, because this is what you people need to start searching of. Why? You need to be curious about knowing new things, understanding new things. You should definitely curious about to understand why people are talking different languages. Why we have very strange languages in the world. There are a lot of languages it is written. There were a lot of languages which is not written. Can you just name one or two languages where there is no alphabets or no written words, written alphabets? Can you name some of the languages we speak in India? There is no alphabet. A language which has no alphabet. I'm trying it to your curiosity, because you should, as a person who is looking forward for an administration job in the country, a person who's going to write the best, the topmost exam in the country, you should have a curiosity to understand all this. So when we talk about language, I talk you in the beginning, in the numerical age, we use signs. When we grow, we use sound. When we again grow, we started using language. We started saying the language. Later, we started writing down the language. And in the modern age, in today's your age, how do we communicate? Do we really need a language to communicate today? We use different languages. We use WhatsApp. We use the languages we use is very complex compared to our primitive age people communicated. So communication grows every day. So when I was studying in a very lower grade, when I was taught about Africa, my teachers were saying Africa is a place where there are people who eat human beings. They were the primitive people. They don't even grow up. They don't even develop. They don't even study. They are the very primitive people. So we believe that because we had no option to understand what is happening in Africa. In my childhood, when somebody talk about Gulf or when somebody talk about Delhi, it was very difficult for me to reach there and understand what is happening there. If somebody want to go to Gulf countries in UAE, they would have to travel a long days, about 25 to 30 days over a ship to sail to Dubai. When you look at today, how many hours it will take to reach to Dubai from Cochin? Any idea?
Sir, like almost 10 to 12 hours.
Just 3 hours.
No, 10 to 12 hours, 2 to 3 hours maximum. To reach from Mumbai to USA, how much time it will take?
Sir, I guess that should be 10
So
to
1 day.
So
11 to 12 hours.
Is it? To reach to UK?
So from where?
From Mumbai to UK?
So I think so 1 day.
Do you think it is 1 day? It is
just 2
far
days.
lesser than that. To reach to moon, how much time it will take? To reach to other to moon, how much time it will take?
So half
2
year.
to 3
half a year.
days.
Huh?
2 to 3 days.
Maximum 2 to 3 days. You know how far it is? How far? What is the distance between Earth to moon? Hundreds of thousands of kilometers, and it will take a few days to reach there. In another 10 years, I could assure you that we'll reach the moon in 1 or 2 hours. I hope you remember Elon Musk traveled to the where did he travel with some of his?
Sir, 3 days.
Huh?
To travel moon, sir, 3 days it will take.
Yes, Elon Musk. Who is that man?
Sir, the founder of Tesla company and SpaceX.
And SpaceX travel to space, isn't it? How much time it took to reach to space? 15 to 20 minutes. No, you can travel to space in 15 to 20 minutes. So when the time reduces, when the distance reduces, the languages become common. When the distance reduces, the world is like a village now. Africa was a far away place for me when I was a child. But Africa is a very nearby place for you people. Tomorrow, it's going to be more near. Now I know a person in Africa is better educated than me, better qualified than me. The living standard of Africa in many countries, many places are better than in Kerala because I get a chance to communicate. I just had a chance to watch videos about Africa on YouTube. I got a chance to watch a lot of cinemas taken in Africa. I got a chance to talk to people in Africa. So today, when we talk about communication, the world is changing like anything. We are communicating our languages. I know there is a situation in Kerala. There were a lot of people from North India come to Kerala to work. Yes or no? Do you know that? There are a lot of North Indians
Yes,
in Kerala. It is like a Gulf to them. You know? For Malayalis, like they go to Gulf, North Indians from Bengal, from Assam, from different part of the North India, they come to Kerala.
Yes, I've heard that, sir. And they steal mostly because they
No,
don't
they
get a
don't
proper
steal.
job.
No, steal, those kind of people. Thieves are everywhere. No? There are a lot of thieves in among Malayalis also. Don't say that. There were very few people, a handful of people, they are bad. Don't generalize. In every community, among everybody, do you people steal ever? Have you ever steal anything from your home?
No, sir.
Come on. What do you mean by stealing? Taking something without someone else's permission. That's called stealing. When you take a toffee or a chocolate without a mother's permission, that's called stealing. From there it starts till they steal a bank, bank robbery. Everything is called stealing. So don't say that I don't steal, I did not steal anything. We all steal many things. Okay, anyway, I'm coming back. So when the people from North India, they come to Kerala, they don't even understand a single word of Malayalam. But they comfortably live in Kerala. They work here for years and years and years, even without understanding any Malayalam word. Most of our Malayalis, we don't understand Hindi also. Even understanding Hindi is not enough because people from Bengali, they talk Bengali. People from Assam, they talk Assamese. But we stay there, we live with them for long years because there is no particular need of a particular language to communicate today. They understand what I'm saying in Malayalam. I understand what they say in Assamese or Bengali. So we live comfortably. We live in harmony. So it's a world we are living above or over language barriers. So in that particular word, we're discussing about how to communicate effectively. So knowing a particular language is not enough to live joyfully or confidently. This is what I'm going to tell you today. If you have a notebook, you can write it down. What does it mean to you? Does communication mean to you? The process of communication is what allows us to interact with other people. Without it, we would be unable to share knowledge or experience with anything outside of ourselves. Common forms of communication include speaking, writing, gestures, touch, and broadcasting. What type of communication we are using now? What type of communication we are using now to communicate to each other? Now, right now, what am I using? What are the communication methods I'm using now?
So computers.
Okay.
Technology.
Yeah.
Mobile.
Sir, mobile.
I'm speaking to
The
you.
sound.
I'm using my gestures. I'm broadcasting what I talk. So
Sir, mobiles.
I use my eyes, I use my hands, I use my voice, I use my gestures. and I'm using a Zoom account to communicate. So there are a lot of methods I'm using to communicate. So the purpose of communication is the process of communication is that allows us to interact with each other. Whatever allows us to interact with each other is called communication. Without it, we would be unable to share knowledge or experience with anything outside of ourselves. There is no communication, no language, not discussion, communication possible. We will fall in ourselves. We will not be able to go out. So, other than words, okay, I'm asking you. This is something which I've asked. Will you be able to communicate without words? Will you be able to?
Yes, sir.
communicate without
We
words?
can.
Yeah, how do we communicate without words?
Sir, actions. Actions.
Actions. Then
Signs.
signs. Then those are the only two
Sir, voice. We can. There are many methods to converse using voices.
Okay, using some voice.
So-
By
brain.
writing. By writing.
Yeah, that's great. Touch. By touching in particular pressure, we can communicate things. So that is what mentioned in this particular slide. We communicate by using voice attributes, physical attributes, and touch. So these are the three things when we talk about verbal and non-verbal communication in the world. So when you communicate, remember this thing you should be remembered when you communicate for you to communicate effectively. Critical success factor for life. So remember when you communicate, you should remember one thing. It is not the words you talk will create meaning. That is what there's a famous proverb. It says, people remember not your words but your actions. Do you know that particular saying? Jaswin, do you know that particular saying? People remember your action, not your words. People
Yes,
might
sir.
forget your words, but people will never forget your actions. When you think about a particular person, maybe your family from a distant person, when somebody say that person's name, automatically his body posture, the personality structure, the actions will come to your mind. Actions speak louder than words. So the effectiveness of communication is decided by like this. 30% of the effectiveness of your communication decided by what you know. 30% of the communication or the clarity or the confidence level of your communication decided by what you know. And 70% of the communication, the clarity of the communication comes with 70% how you communicate it. So what you know is important, and how do you communicate is more important than what you know. So that is what we say in your exams, in your normal school exams. People used to say, even if you know everything, there is nothing. If you know everything about something, there is no use until unless you will be able to present it effectively. Until unless you will be able to present it effectively. Can you tell me some of the movie stars you like the most? Some of the movie stars you like. Come on.
Sir, Mammootty.
Mammootty.
Sir, Mammootty, Mohanlal.
Who else? Only Malayali actors you like?
John Abraham.
Akshay Kumar.
John Abraham, Akshay
Akshay
Kumar.
Kumar.
You people like only male actors?
Sir, Allu Arjun.
Allu Arjun, great.
Manju Warrior.
Manju Warrior.
Kavya Madhavan.
Kavya Madhavan, okay. Our?
Robert Dowry.
Okay. So there were a lot of good actors. How do they become very good actors? Are we actors?
By doing practice.
No, do we act? Melvin, do you act? Melvin, are you there?
No, sir.
Jaswin, do you act?
No, sir.
No, we used to act, no? We used to act, how we used to act with, no, I'm not asking about professional acting. We also do act. But when they act, what happens? We feel it's life. When Mammootty act in a particular movie, we think that we imagine that we are in a real world. So when what they do, they get a story, they get a character, and they understand the character and they present it in a way that they are become that particular character. So that's what we say. 70% of the communication clarity comes with how do you communicate it? So how do you really communicate something to someone? And whatever you know is important, but communicating something, if I know that what is communication, how to communicate and all, but if I doesn't know how to present it, what is the use of that knowledge? I know a very good answer to a particular question, but if I doesn't know how to write it, how do I communicate it? How do I present it? So remember the importance of the presentation skill, the confidence level, the attitude to present something is very important when it comes to communication. That's why we used to say, if there is no communication possible, what if one day the entire communication is over or come to an end? What will happen to the world? If we were not able to communicate, what will happen to the world? Can you just imagine and tell me? Communication. There is no
The
mobile
world will
phone, no
remain quiet.
television, no medium of communication, no wireless, no radio, nothing. Everything is shut down. What will happen to the world?
So the world will be quiet and all will do all the works that they need to do. And in case if they want someone else, they
the
can't
world
even,
will be?
sir, they can't even tell anything whether they can't even ask for help. They'll have to do everything by themselves.
That's what I'm asking. What will happen to the world then?
It will go back to the past, like during the ancient times. It will go like that way then, if there is no communication.
Okay, it will go. The
I think
world
it
will
will
go back to the ancient world level. But what will happen to the people?
The people will be less educated and all, and they will not have that much sense.
What about others?
Economy will drop.
Pardon me?
Economy will drop.
I didn't get you, boss.
The economy of the world will drop.
That's okay. That's okay. But what will happen to the normal human being who exists? Today, the entire communication is getting shut down.
They will have to find a new way to communicate with others.
It will take long time, boss. What will happen right now? That's what I'm asking. The entire communication.
So there will be no happiness.
Huh, Jasmine?
There will be no happiness.
There is no happiness. There is a big mess. People will be confused. Things will be chaos.
They will be panicking.
Everybody will be panic. They will started feeling heart attack. Actually, many people started feeling heart attack. The chest pains, headaches. They feel tense. No, you are there. Roni is in a place. Your father is in another place. You people were not able to communicate. What will happen, Roni? Both of you will be really panic. Roni might not panic, but your father will definitely panic. So that's what the importance of since there is a communication available.
Sir?
Yes. Yeah.
Sir, if there is no communication, then there is no way you can do anything, like anything fruitful. Like suppose now someone is on his deathbed and then he needs help, but then he doesn't know how to converse or tell anything, and he doesn't know to show action. So he won't get any help, and then simply he will pass away.
I'm said. So that is the beauty of communication. When we have all the methods to communicate, we don't feel disturbed. But when we have every facility to communicate, we don't understand the beauty of communication. That's what we say. When we are in an independent world, we don't understand the beauty of independence. Look at Taliban now. No, look at Afghanistan now. Are they happy? Are the people in Afghanistan happy?
No, sir.
No,
What
sir.
are the people that are not happy, I believe?
Because they have to leave their homelands and then run away from there.
That is where the freedom comes important. The importance of freedom. You people get freedom, so we do everything and we complain for everything. Once you lose your freedom, you'll understand the beauty of the freedom. That's why when you lose your communication methodologies, all the facilities for communication, you'll understand how beautiful communication is. That's what we say when somebody who is introvert, who is not ready to communicate, who will be comfortable with whatever the facility they have. Remember, you are losing an opportunity. Like communication is the best method to express yourself.
Should always be ambivert.
Yeah, there are different ways to communicate. I'm going to talk about different ways of communication. One is speaking. What I'm doing right now is speaking. The other one is writing. Visual images, we could, by seeing symbols, images, we can understand some communications. Body language, your action, your eye contact, your body language, your facial expressions, your gestures, your movement. See, you when you communicate with your total body, not with a particular part of your body. Just when he's sitting on a sofa and looking at me and listening to me, Jaswin is not only looking at me with his eyes, he's with his entire body is looking at me. His mind is looking at me, his heart is looking at me, his hands are focusing on me, his eyes are focusing on me, everything is focusing on me. So when you communicate, you need the entire part of your body to communicate. So now I'm going to ask you a question. What is the process of, how do a communication complete? What is the process of communication? What are the parts available or parts are playing a role in a good communication? How do you call a communication complete? What are the aspects involved in a good communication? Start answering. What are the aspects are available or participating in a good communication? That's my question is. Well, how do the communication process goes?
So the body language.
Yeah, let it be there. And what is the first thing necessary to start a communication?
A listener.
A listener. If there's a listener, if the communication starts?
So by speaking.
The first thing should be there for a communication is a person who communicates. We call that person sender, S-E-N-D-E-R. The person who sends a message. So I am sending a message now. What am I talking right now? Tell me, what am I talking right now? About what I am talking now?
So communication.
Communication. I'm talking about communication. So I'm the sender. So there should be a person to start communication for a communication process. So sender is there, or a person who initiate communication is there. If I am available, if only I am available, if the communication happens.
No, sir.
Then what else need to be there? Huh?
So need somebody, a second.
A person who listen to a communicator, right? We call that person a receiver. When you look at your mobile, where is your phone's receiver stays? Which part of your mobile phone a receiver? We can see a receiver. Under or over? No, top or bottom? Where is the receiver stays in a mobile phone? Answer me fast. Where is the receiver?
So bottom.
Is it? Receiver on the top, because through the receiver you are listening, hearing someone else's word or voice. Sometimes you believe receiver is the bottom. No. The message will go through the bottom side of the mobile phone, and the message, the message you are hearing is through your top part of the mobile phone. So receiver on the top. So there should be a sender and there should be a receiver. I am there. Alfred is there in other side. Will that communication happens?
Yes, sir.
I am
No,
there.
sir.
Alfred is there. Will the communication happens?
Yes.
If both of us are looking at each other and sitting simply, if the communication happens.
No, sir.
What else needed to have a good communication? Whatever you say, you feel like saying, say it, because there is no right wrong answers. We are searching for right answers. That's it. I
Sir,
am
we
there
have to be
and you are there.
confident.
Whether communication completes.
Sir, we have to be confident.
Leave it. No, all those aspects, leave it. I am there, you are there. Whether communication happens or not. What are the other ingredients required to complete a communication?
So speaking.
I have to speak. So I need something to tell you. If you don't have anything to tell you, if there is a communication happens, if I have nothing to tell you, if there is a communication happens,
No, sir.
No, sir.
so I need a
No, sir.
message to tell you. So there should be a person who sends the message or a person who communicates. Second, there should be a receiver, a person understand or listen to the communication. And I have a message to tell you. Now, again, I'm asking the same question. I am there, you are there, I have a message to tell you. Will the communication complete?
No, sir. No, sir.
Why?
So
Sir,
because you are not speaking it.
I'm not sharing the message. So I have to be there, you have to be there. There should be a message. And the fourth thing is I have to share it. So to share the message, what should I need? If I want to share you a message, what should I need?
Speak.
No, I need a language to speak,
Language.
isn't it? I need to have a language which both of us has to understand.
If you speak anything without any language, you won't understand anything what you're trying to converse.
Correct. So I need a language which Albert also should know. Otherwise, how do Alfred understand? If I'm talking an Asian African language or a Spanish language, Alfred doesn't understand because he doesn't know it. So a sender should be there, a receiver should be there, a message should be there, and there should be a language which both parties can understand. Again, the same question. I am there, Alfred there, I have a message to tell him, and I have a language to share it. Is it enough to complete the communication?
No.
Yes, sir.
We need to speak out.
I'm speaking. I myself and Alfred traveled to moon. Now we are in moon. And if I try to speak to him, do he listen to me? Do he get my words?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, because he also has to know the language.
Huh?
Sir, he also has to know the language.
The language, even if both of myself and Albert is talking English. We are standing in the moon, face to face. Even if both of us know the same language, whether Alfred will understand what I'm saying?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, because you're wearing that suit. You're wearing that suit. So
We don't have any suit. You're not wearing.
But there's no medium.
There is no medium. There is no air. Nowhere. How do you people understand? How do people listen when I talk right now?
sir, when you're telling ha, or if you're telling any word, that air comes. So when that air and the sound come, that time you get the
Sound
voice.
travels through the air. If there is no air, nothing will travel. So there's a medium to travel my message. There should be a medium to travel my message. Now I'm saying.
Sir, isn't that why
air.
astronauts need high-tech devices to listen to each
Correct.
other, although they're standing really close?
Correct, exactly. So when I say something, then I ask Albert something. I should have a language. I should have a language which Albert knows, but there should be a medium to travel that particular message. Here, what is the medium to travel this message? Through which medium my message traveling to Alfred's ears? Air. It is going through air, through the Zoom. It will be coming to Alfred's machine, and it will be transferring through the air, and Alfred listening. There's a complex activity happening between our communication. We don't even aware about it. It's a great complex activity is happening. So the importance of air. So if there is no air, no communication. We don't even understand each other. We don't understand what we are saying. So we were talking about the process of communication. I said there should be a sender, a person sends a message. What is the next thing? A sender, then?
A receiver.
Receiver, a person receives a message. Then?
Sir, language.
Language, there should be some language which both parties has to understand. Language. Then?
Sir, and air.
Air, a medium of communication, a medium through my communication travels. Medium, then.
This listener.
No, a message. We missed that. There should be a message for me. No, I should give you a message. So a sender, a message, a language, a medium, and a receiver. So most of the things are ready. Now will you be able to say that a communication complete? Is communication is complete?
Yes, sir.
No. Still there is something missing. Tell me, what is that? If you want to complete a communication, what is that? What is missing now? You know it. You think about it. Come on.
Sir, speaker.
What?
Sir, speaker.
No, not speaker. Think and just give me your answers. Sometimes it may be right. Even if it is wrong, no problem, because we're communicating. Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, those who are listening to my class, please put a thumbs up from the emojis. Those who are listening to my class right now, put a thumbs up.
Sir, can you repeat the question?
Those who are listening to my class right now, please put a thumbs up.
Sir, in reactions?
Reactions, yes, reactions. Put a thumbs up in reactions.
Sir, can you repeat the question?
Question is, you people said there should be a sender, there should be a message, there should be a medium to travel the message, there should be a language, and there should be a receiver. So everybody said, if all these things are completed, then a communication is complete. I said, no. There is something is missing.
So a response?
Yes. That is the final thing. You Googled it, right? But
So maybe you must have done Googling only.
yeah. When I ask you to thumbs up, or when I ask you to send a reaction, most of you send a reaction. When you send a reaction, I understand that you people understand what I said completely. So if you want to complete a communication, there should be always a reaction. That is why I ask you people to switch on your video so that I could see your reactions from your face. There is from where else I can understand you people are there, you people are listening, you people are understanding. So in every communication, all these aspects has to happen. Then only we could call it as an effective communication. If you want to have an effective communication, you should ensure that all these aspects are completed. So we have finished the first part of communication. I'll be summing up what I discussed from the beginning. We'll be having a second part, don't worry. The objectives we said, then we said the communication, how the communication grows from signs, sounds, language to WhatsApp. No, it grows in a very, very complex way. I said a process of communication is what allows us to interact with each other. If there is no communication, there is no interaction. We'll be in a lonely place, in a lonely room, without talking to anybody. Then we talk about different attributes of communication. We talk about voice attributes, physical attributes. We said a power of touch. Then we said, when you communicate, you should remember that 30% of what we know will reflect in a communication, but 70% how do you communicate gives the meaning of a particular communication. Then we talk about the chaos happen when there is no communication at all. The biggest chaos happens around. And finally, we say there are different ways to communicate: speaking, writing, visual images, body languages, and we finish by saying the process of communication. So this is what I said in the first part. So it is 4 o'clock now. So I'll be.
So, by the way, in today's lecture, we had discussed that about many ways to communicate with each other. So, some of the ways are like speaking and showing images, writing, and actions. And we had also learned that in the very olden times, when the humans were just made, they used to create signs in order to communicate with each other. And then after that, they used the mode of voices. Like they used to suppress some voices to converse with themselves. And then later, increasing time by time, humans started to use languages. And every community has their own language. Like Hindus, Hindus people have Hindi language, Malayalis have Malayalam, like that way. Then after that, soon in our real this world, in a future modern world, we use many apps like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and all to converse and tell our feelings to each other. Then we learned about. Then till now, we had learned about the various ways, and we had learned about the difference between verbal and non-verbal communication. In that, they say that we can still communicate without producing any sounds, like by showing actions, by giving touches or touchings, and by doing signs, by giving signs and all like the past. And we also discussed that if there is no language or conversation of anything in any modes, so then it all will be alone. The world will not go forward because no one knows how to converse, and they won't be able to share their feelings. So they will be remain single, and then the world will remain and go back to the past. That's how much we.
Anybody else want to add something? Anyone else want to add something? Okay. So we are moving forward with another next slide. So here in this slide, I'm going to talk about the communication equation. I'm talking about the communication. How do a communication completes? How do a person really understand something which you communicate? 40%. There are a lot of statistical studies are happening. A lot of psychological sessions preparations are happening. A lot of researches are going on about communication. Every researcher stuck about a similar response. When you say something to somebody, people will understand that through different mediums, different methods. The first thing is, what do you hear? A tone of voice, the vocal clarity, the verbal expressiveness, and what you see or feel. All this contribute 40% of your communication response. So what are the aspects contribute 40% of your communication response? The quality of the communication. What are the aspects which contribute 40% of your quality in your communication? Just tell me. Hello, are you there?
Confidence, speech.
No, they are not here. What I'm discussing is, how do a communication complete, or a quality communication happens? So there were different aspects are involved into a quality communication. I said the first part is what you hear. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen now? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Comes
sir.
with tone of your voice. What do you mean by tone of your voice?
Sir, sorry, my camera got switched. I don't know how.
No problem. What do you call a tone of voice?
A shrill voice or a deep voice.
Huh. The movement, your voice has got a movement. When you say a sad thing, how do the voice would look like? How do your voice look like?
Sir, you can't tell how a voice looks like because it is an abstract thing.
No. I'm asking when you want to share a sad thing to your father. No, you want to share. You lost in one exam. How do you go and share that to your father? How do you?
We become sad. We become.
The voice will be less.
By a sad mode.
Correct. No, when you are in a sad mood, automatically your voice will be down.
Soft.
Your voice will be down, soft, and it will be very low. But when you share a happy news,
You will get a lot of excited that your voice will become so loud.
voice will be very high, very, very big. Your favorite teams wins a competition, wins a cricket match, wins a football match. Your voice will be very louder. That's what I said. Voice plays a big role. When you want to share a secret, how does the voice look like?
So the voice is very low, like.
Correct.
If you
When you
speak so loud,
when you want to make an announcement to 20 people, how do your voice will be like? Will be louder.
Very loud.
Yeah, voice tone is very important. When you want to say something in anger, the voice tone will be different. When you want to say something in sadness, the voice tone will be very different. When you want to say something in happiness, the voice tone will be
loud and
different. So even if you don't understand, but you should understand right now, you should observe right now, your tone of your voice is really important in communication. And the clarity of the voice. So when I communicate, if there is a network issue, will you be able to understand what I'm trying to tell you?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So in a face-to-face communication also, when you communicate to somebody, you should ensure that you clearly share the message. When you keep something secret and try to say, then people don't understand it. If you want to share it, that has to be clear when you talk, voice clarity. And the verbal expressiveness, the pressure you need to give into some words. When you say come here, what are the ways you can say the word come here?
Sir, you can show actions also. Come here, come here. Or you can speak, come here. And then you can show many ideas, many ways.
Correct. So every word, as I told you, when I forget her name, she show an action like this. This action has got 10 to 20 meanings. And the meaning will be defined by
the way, by the time when you show this.
Yeah, the situation defines the meaning of this action.
Yes, sir. Like suppose now someone is going for a competition. So if you show like this, you can easily come to know he's telling you all the best.
All the best.
And then suppose you won. So if you show like this, it can show that it expresses that you won.
Correct. So verbal expressions, every word has got expression. It is not the word, the expression you show. When you show the expression, the meaning definitely will change. So the importance, now you understand the importance of the voice clarity, tone of voice, and verbal expression in a communication. It defines 40% of the quality of the communication. We usually think the words has got importance. I can share take the session like this. So communication is very important. Everybody has to communicate very well. The communication chaos, what you hear, tone of voice, vocal clarity, verbal expression, what you see or feel will be 40%. It will not create any impact in a person's understanding. When I use the sound, tone, style, clarity of the voice, my expressions in some particular words, all this creates a meaning to what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I said. 40% of the quality of my communication defines my voice. The way I talk. The voice, the beauty of the voice comes from. And the rest, 50% comes from where? From my facial expressions, my body language. I would say my body language. So body language come with what are the aspects are there under a body language? Just a minute.
So the body language shows the behavior of a person at that time,
No,
or
no.
a person.
What
from
are the
different
what are the aspects are coming under body language?
So eye contact.
Eye contact, your face, your eyes is a very important factor in body language. Then
Our posture.
posture, how do we stand or sit or lay down? No? The way we body, the way body behaves.
So your emotion.
The emotions you express. Then
So you're dressing.
the way you dress, very important in communication. Your hands movement, the way you take your hands. So if you want to be an administrator, if you want to lead the country, if you want to lead the world, you should be really thoroughly understand this, because you cannot do anything, you cannot get anything without communicating. You should communicate better than a normal person communicate. You should be the best communicator to be the administrator, to be the IAS officer, to be the IPS officer, or to be the IFS officer. You need to have the best mode of communication. That's first part is your voice. The way you speak, you should start practicing that now onwards. Look at the actors in the movies. When they act like a street person, they act in a particular way. When they act like an IAS officer, they act in a very different way. The same person. So you should learn how do a quality person communicate. So your facial expressions. How do the face look like? If you look very gloomy and say, you need to be very happy. Will anybody be happy? You look like very sad and you ask people to be happy. Do they be happy?
No, sir.
Now, if you want to make somebody happy, you should be happy first. Your face should show the happiness. Your eyes should show the happiness. Your nose should show the happiness. Your face, your cheeks, your eyebrows, everything should show the happiness. Then people will be happy.
Sir, it is like you must learn to do what's it?
It's like you should understand how your face look like when you say something. When your father scold you, how do his face look like?
Very sad.
Sad. What are the emotions you see in his face when your father scold you?
Sorry.
Feel, there's a feeling of sorry there, there's a sadness there, there's an anger there. Right? There were a lot of emotions are coming. That's why we feel sad about it. That's how your facial expression is important. And dressing and grooming. Your hair is important. Remember, different type of people can have different type of hair. Now, when you look at Ronnie's that picture, you'll see a person with the long hair with an earphone. That may be the example of a modern young person. But remember, you are not a normal modern young person. You are a person who is an IAS officer in making. When somebody see you, when somebody see around you, they should have a feeling that you're not going to be a normal person. You're going to be a person who's going to lead the world one day. So grooming is very important. Your hairstyle, your dressing, all those aspects are very important. Remember, your grooming, your hairstyle, your physical speciality, your dressing will tell a story about you. So it can share a story, even a story about you. So you remember when you dress, when you cut your hair, when you wash your, when you go out, you should remember that you should be in a quality attire. The other one is a poster. What do you mean by poster? What do you mean by poster?
The way we sit or stand.
The way we sit or stand. A winner, how do a winner sit? Do you have any idea how do a winner sit like?
Like a winner.
Huh?
A winner sits like a winner.
Yeah, you show me how do a winner sit. How do the way a winner sit? Sits. Well, they always sit straight. Usually we say when you study, you should have your body has to be straight. If you learn forward, if you sit like a person who is tired, you cannot study well. So when you sit straight. Wherever you go, your body, your hands has to be a particular place. Your body has to be straight. Your head has to be straight. You should not put your head like this and talk. You should always
If
keep.
you put your head down like this, it shows that you are like ashamed.
Yeah,
If
yes.
you up like this, it shows
Let
straight
people
up, then
see
it
your
shows you are-
confidence through your eyes. That the world should know that you're confident to handle anything comes. So another one is your eye contact. Usually there is a problem. That is why some of you are switched off your videos. You cannot look at a person's eyes. The great importance of a winner. If you want to get somebody, or if you want to feel somebody winner, you should understand that the person look at another person's eyes and talk. Eye has got a very important meaning. You can mask your face even, but you cannot mask your eyes. Your eyes will talk a lot. So you should have a confident eye contact when you talk to somebody. It's a big part of your body language, your communication. Touch is another aspect in a communication. There are different type of touches. Yes, no? Can you just tell me some of the types of touches we usually see? Some types of touches. We used to see a consoling touch, a caring touch, a happy touch, a greeting touch, a different type of touch. When you give a shake hand, how do we give a shake hand? Can you raise your hand or show me how do we give a shake hand? When you give a shake hand, there should be a confidence in your hand. Some people will give a shake hand like this. The hands will flexible like this. No, it should not be flexible. You have to have a confident handshake. Next time, when we meet each other face to face one day, I'll show you how to do the good shake hand gestures. Your body has to be strong. Your body shows the confidence. When somebody look at you, they should feel that your entire body is confident. So first part I said about your voice, second part about your body language, which comes under facial expression, dress and grooming, postures, eye contact, touch, and gesture. All these aspects contribute 50% of the quality of your communication. See, your voice contribute 40%, your body language contribute 50%. Now, how much the words you speak contribute to your communication effectiveness? Your body language contribute 50% of the quality of your communication. Your voice contribute 40% of your voice quality of your communication. Now tell me how much the words you communicate contribute the quality.
Only 10%.
10%. Only 10%.
Because words are like voices are more important than words. Because through voices you can understand faster.
See, that's a simple logic of a communication. If you are a person who's wanted to communicate, you should have all these qualities in your body, in yourself. Otherwise, you cannot be an effective communicator. Nobody will accept you. Nobody will answer you. You cannot be anybody. So in a graphical way, we could say that. See, in another study shows your body languages, it contributes 50% of your communication. Tone of voice contribute 38%, and the words contribute only 7%. So anyway, it is between 7 to 10. The words you talk will communicate only 7 to 10. Now we are moving to the next slide, understanding communication. When you understand communication, we have to consider these aspects. One is the two-way communication process. As I told you, you cannot make a communication one way. No, you cannot communicate to one side. You cannot be a one-side communicator. Can you tell me a medium which is using to communicate to one side? Can you give me a medium which you can use to communicate one side?
So a video.
Huh?
A video.
Video. Then what else? Radio is another way of one-way communication.
So
Sarah,
voice
correct.
message.
You said is correct, Sarah. So if the facial expressions and the way we speak is good, then whatever you speak will be interesting. Correct. You're correct. So can you tell me some one-way communication method?
So voice messages.
WhatsApp messages is usually a two-way because you can easily respond to that. Newspaper is a one-way communication medium. Television news is they're trying to make it interactive, but still it is a one-way communication. Radios, they're all one-way communication mediums. But remember, when you communicate, you should ensure that a two-way communication is happening. Second part is effective communication skills. That there are a lot of skills you need to acquire, you need to develop to communicate effectively. You need to develop a habit of listening to a lot of words. If you read a lot of good books, the vocabularies, the possibility is going to be very high. If you communicate every time, whenever you get a chance, if you start making communications, if you keep on communicating, your communication skills will be improved. If a person who is really silent, you cannot create, you cannot be a great communicator in one day. The skill will be developed through a lot of practices. Whenever you get a chance to communicate, whenever you get a chance to speak, you should be speaking. So when we talk about communication, there are a lot of barriers to communicate. There are a lot of barriers to communicate. What are the barriers of communication? We're going to see that. So now we are going to see effective communication skills. How do we make effective communication skills? I'm going to summarize what I was sharing in the last slide. One is eye contact and visual mouth, visible mouth. You have to see your mouth. You cannot hold your hand like this and talk. No, there are people, I've seen people who talk like this. They have a fear whether if there is a smell coming out, if their teeth is correct. So they'll keep the hands, most of the time they keep the hand like this. So when I first started having a beard, I used to keep my hand like this when I talk. Always keep my hand like this. Because when you see somebody showing these kind of signals, you should understand that person is nervous. Some people, they always touch their hands like this and talk. If there is a ring in the hand, they used to touch the hand like this. Some people will always keep their hands on the hair and talk. You know? All these actions are very bad. All these actions lose communication. Second one, I said body language.
Colors.
Huh?
I'm just now for you.
Third one is body language.
बस ऑर्डर करने का पैर है और
Okay. And another aspect is like silence. You know, when two persons communicate, two persons trying to talk, if we keep silence, I've seen many of you are in this group are keeping yourself silent. This class is going forward because 3 to 4 of you are communicating. If everybody stop communicating, then I stop the class. Then there is no use of communicating. But if everyone start to talk, you know how beautiful it would be. So your silence is a killer of your communication skill. Another one is effective communication. If you want to have a great effective communication, you should check for understanding. When you say something, that's what we call feedback. After you say something, you ask them whether you understand. How do we know if a person understands what you said? What are the methods you can use to know whether a person understands what you try to say? Tell me, what are the methods we could use to know whether a person clearly understands what you try to communicate? Some methods you tell me.
By looking at his facial expression.
You look at the person's facial expression and try to understand. Good. Then
By the mode of speaking,
by the mode of speaking of whom?
the speaker.
With the speaker. Okay. Then what else? What are the other methods we could use to understand whether a person really understand the communication?
So his or her tone.
By understanding the person's tone, great. By asking questions, trying to get feedbacks. So there are a lot of methods we could use in between our communication to ensure whether that person is really understand what we are trying to tell him. Another aspect of effective communication skill is smiling face. When you communicate, you should use a very good, beautiful smiling face. You should smile at a person and talk. Never keep a very, very blank face and speak. Always keep a smile on your face so that people will be joyfully communicating with you. If you're a person showing an adamant face, a sad face, then people will be finding difficult to listen to you. Another aspect in effective communication is summarizing what has been said. So once you finish a communication, what you need to do is you just need to summarize what you need to communicate. So after completing a particular point, you have to summarize it. Another method is encouraging to continue. When you start communicating, you should stop some places and make other person to start communicating. Make other persons to ask questions, some questions, that's what the final word. Other persons to share their thoughts about it. Ask other persons to share some incidents related to that. And automatically that person also will be involved. So what are the aspects I discussed right now, improving effective communication skills?
Eye contact,
Contact
Yes.
and smiling face.
Yes.
then body language and silence.
Very good. Very good. So this is a Mark Twain said like this: if we were supposed to talk more than listen, we should have been given 2 mouths and 1 ear. Why we have 1 mouth and 2 ears?
Sir, because you are supposed to listen more and speak less.
No, listen double to what you speak. That is why we have 2 ears. We have to speak half what we listen. Because give others an opportunity to talk. So in communication, this listening skill is the most important thing. Not only what you're saying, what you're listening is also very important. So if you're a good listener, you'll be having a lot of friends. If you're ready to listen to more people, you'll be getting a lot of friends, I can assure that. So when you're listening to someone, what are the skills you need to listen to someone on? Active listening. What do you mean by active listening? Any idea what is active listening? Someone tell me, what do you understand by active listening? What do we understand is enough. Even if it is wrong, no problem.
Listening being very active when listening.
Yeah, you have to move your head like this. You have to say yes, correct. Now, as usually Ronnie and other people say, no, they respond to that. So that is all coming under active listening, responding. So when somebody asks you a question, without hesitation, giving a response, saying something. Huh?
Giving response without hesitation is a good sign of like listening.
Yeah. Remember, the act of listening or speaking will be developed only through doing that. By listening, you will not be able to communicate, to become a good communicator. You have to listen and respond. Asking question for clarification. If you don't understand something, you should have to ask the clarification, ask for the clarification. Unless you get an answer, you have to keep on asking, keep on talking. And another method of listening is mirroring other person's language. We used to say, stand in other person's shoe. Try to understand a person as that person is. We have a lot of activities related to communication, but since it is an online thing, we cannot do that. Once we meet each other, we will definitely do that. We can ask them to summarize the concept. Yes. So does it mean being more concentrative? Yes, you have to. People have to understand that you're listening to them or you're understanding them. I've seen 4 to 5 persons switch on the videos. Rest of 40, 35 people, they switch it off. So I don't even understand whether you people are there. So how do we understand whether you people understand it? So that's what we say. Even if you are not there, Sarah is doing a great thing. She is used to send me messages. She cannot switch on the video. So she send messages, asking questions, commenting on that. So that is also another method of good listening. So that I understand she is also listening to me. So that's how we can improve our listening skills. Moving forward, when you response to check that your perceptions are correct, response to encourage further communication. So why you need a response? There are 2 reasons for that. One is your perception is correct. Another one is it encourages further communication. That's what the beauty of response. So we'll be moving to the final time of a session. We'll try to conclude. See, when you communicate, you should always remember the communication has to be different according to persons. It should not be the way you communicate a man, you should not communicate to a girl. Any questions? When you communicate to your peer group, there should be a special language, and when you communicate to your elders, there should be a different language. When you communicate to your youngsters, there should be a different language. You should understand that. When you communicate with a different gender person, you should remember the jargons, the language style, the meanings they take up is very different to a particular word. So if you want to be a really beautiful communicator, you should understand, according to situation in Kerala, in different districts, people talk different languages. Not different language, they all talk Malayalam, but the way they talk is very different. In Trivandrum in Kerala, there's a different slang of communication. In Thrissur, a different one. At Kasaragod, another one. Calicut, another one. In Ernakulam, another one. Kottayam, different one. So when you started talking, communicating professionally, you should try to understand the difference of their communication style also. Then only you will be able to communicate better with people. Understand the cultural diversity.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. When you communicate with people, you should understand the cultural things also. So you people might be Malayalis, but you're born and brought up in Maharashtra. When I talk, when I speak to you, if I take all the examples from Kerala, I only talk about Kerala, you people will get bored. Your culture is very different. Your lifestyle is really different. Your spirituality is also very different. So when you talk, you should understand the culture of the listener. The communication of the level of communication of different cultures. Understand the verbal and non-verbal, including dress constraints, language differences, taboos, etc., etc. A lot of things. Usually, I'll give an example. In Kerala, if if you wear a very tight dress, especially girls, we used to say it's very bad. But there's a freedom of a girl. No, when you come to Maharashtra, Mumbai, it can be a different thing. Here, usually people, ladies cook food, they take care of the children. In your place, it might be very different. Since both of them are working, both of them might be together doing it. If I say ladies has to cook and husband has to go to the job, it will be really different when you consider the situation. So you should understand the culture, the taboos, the language differences, the dressing constraints. And I was in Rajasthan for some programs where I've seen that people take bath only once in a week. Some people once in a month. I take bath twice in a day in Kerala. Why people don't take bath there?
Because there is no water.
There is scarcity of water. If I born and brought up in Rajasthan, I would have been doing the same thing. So when I go there and I tell them, this is very bad, you should take a bath every day, what will happen? That means I don't understand the culture, the situation, their issues, the challenges. So if you want to be an effective communicator, especially as an administrator, if you want to be an effective communicator, you should understand their lifestyle, the situations, and start talking. And finally, 3 words I want to say. I hear, I forget. I see, I remember. I do, I understand. And the communication also. So this is a session I discussed with you. Now it's your turn to take it in your personal practical life.